Hey everyone, welcome back to another Godzilla Battle Line video, and today we are talking about the 10th Angel from the Evangelion series joining Godzilla Battle Line. Now, he's been in the game for a little while, about a week now, had a little bit time to cook with him, to stew with him, get my thoughts and everything ready, just like how we did for Evangelion Unit 8 yesterday. So, before I even break down his kit, I want to give a PSA. If you are watching this video on the day it goes live, which is March 23rd, 2023, or you're watching this on March 24th, 2023, the new game mode where it's like Ancient Ruins Battle or something with the egg, whatever that's called, that goes live on March 24th, 2023, which is tomorrow. So if you're watching this video either the day it goes live or tomorrow, there will be on my channel a video breaking down everything we learn about the egg mode from whatever Toho posts in their blogs or on Twitter, whatever we can find just by playing it in the Discord. And that same night, I will be on stream playing it for the first time with you guys so that you can see me play it and we'll have gameplay of it. And then the following day, I'll make another video breaking down maybe like what we know or what we don't know, right? So if you want any information on the new game mode coming to Battle Line tomorrow, at the day this video is recording, tomorrow, stick around on this channel because I will have, tomorrow's all about eggs. Tomorrow's all about eggs. So stick around and we're going to have a lot of fun with that. Cool? Awesome. Now let's get into the rest of the video. The 10th Angel. The 10th Angel is one of the more complex units that we've got in the game. And I say complex, not because it's like very hard to use, very technical unit. The kit itself is very broad. It does a lot of things. And it's basically like a Zeton that moves and like, I don't want to say a little weaker, but it's a gold unit, so it's easier to get. So this is like a replacement Zeton, but Zeton's still going to be really good for like defensive stall decks, whatever. The 10th Angel is going to be pretty decent on offense. I think in terms of if it's going to be meta or not, we're going to have to wait and see. I think this is going to go the way of 4th Angel, where right off rip, not very useful, but within a month or two, while people, you know, get more pieces for him, I think he has a lot of potential. So let's talk about his kit, because it's basically like Zeton. So he has his health, obviously everything has a health pool, but then we get to the damage portion of the kit. Now, the 10th Angel has 4 different damage stages, so the damage on the 4th Angel gets larger over time. So mine is spawned in. You see the bar over its head, the same bar that like Zeton has and Burning Godzilla has. When that bar increases, the damage increases. So when there's no bar increase, he has like 1 point, like, you know, let's say he does 1 damage, for example, when there's no bar. When there's one full bar, that's 2. When there's 2 full bars, that's 3. And when there's 4 full bars, that would be 4, right? That's the max. So the higher that bar charges up, the more damage the 10th Angel is going to be doing on hit. Additionally, when that bar charges, the more damage he's going to do when he explodes. On death, the 10th Angel will explode. Also, the 10th Angel is immune to enemy explosions on death. So, 4th Angel, Burning Godzilla, right? Zeton, anything that explodes when it dies, even other 10th Angels. Anything that explodes when it dies, 10th Angel is completely immune to. Completely. So, that's pretty good. He's got a lot going for him. His range. You can see in the gameplay behind me, the range on him is also fantastic. He sits just outside of the enemy leaders, so not all of them can hit him. I believe Ultima can hit him, but like things like Gigan, like in this video, not going to hit him. Mecha Godzilla, I don't think is going to hit him. GD9 certainly not going to hit him. So that's a plus. And he has piercing with those punches. So not only does he have damage that charges up over time, an explosion that charges up over time, explosion immunity, and he's flying, the damage also is piercing. And he's incredibly long range. He's like Manila range or Ultraman range damage, something like that. Really powerful stuff here. A lot going for him. The biggest drawback to the 10th Angel is the actual damage numbers that he is putting out. At the moment, when 4th Angel or 10th Angel has dropped, not a lot of players will have him at a level that I would consider maybe like an automatic insert into like a bomb squad or like a meta deck. A lot of us are renting him at level 16. I have it rentable at level 16. My 10th Angel without the rent is only level 7. So I'm not going to get a lot of mileage out of him in ranked. This footage is in ranked. In fixed, though, this is an extremely powerful kit in fixed where everything is set to level 20. You have 4th Angel set to, or 10th Angel set to 20, and we already know how good the 4th Angel is in fixed. The 10th Angel also is pretty good in fixed, too. The piercing is good, the explosion is good, the damage is good, the health is good, fine. It's going to take a little bit to get him really kicking in the arena. I think maybe in 2 months from now, maybe even next month, depending on how hard people are grinding, then we're going to really start seeing them. I don't think he's going to be an optimal pick for some bomb squad decks or even a 5-cost flyer deck, because I don't think I mentioned his energy, but he is 5 cost, so he is another 5-cost flyer. I don't think he's going to be among the best 5-cost flyers, but he's certainly going to be a good option. I think he's going to take a little bit to cook like everything else, but he's not terrible. I honestly like the kit a lot. His damage at the moment is like non-existent, so he's not doing a ton, but the kit that he has is really complex. It's really like, not like injury, I mean, it's just like Zeton, so it's a copy-paste of Zeton pretty much. But the kit lends itself to being like a good all-around fit in decks. It's just, do you want to take, the 10th Angel over like Mothra Leo or Burning Godzilla? Probably not. But if you have him high leveled, especially if you're newer to the game, would you want to use him? Probably. He's a good unit. Do I think he's meta? I don't think he's going to be meta. I think he's just going to be a really good option to put into your decks. But like, he's going to be like a good off-meta pick. I don't think he's going to be like the meta. Fourth Angel is just, his explosion is just way better. His explosion is just way too oppressive, and it doesn't need to charge up. Because that's why, a lot of people are running the Fourth Angel, over Burning Godzilla in some cases, is because Burning Godzilla needs to charge that explosion up. Sometimes it might be a little weak, and you're not really getting that damage off. The 10th Angel, the health isn't like crazy stacked, so you don't have a ton of time to charge up that bar, so the explosion is going to be really weak. Honestly, I can see him being used in the sniper deck that I showed you the other day, as well as alongside Evangelion 8. So the video that I made literally yesterday with Eva 8 in that deck, I think the 10th Angel could slot pretty well in there because of the long range and the explosion immunity. The sniper deck is already really good at countering the traditional bomb squad decks that you see. 10th Angel has the range to be in that deck. He has the same range as Ultraman and Manila. Not as much as Super X, not as much as Eva 8 or Ultima, but he has Ultraman level range, which is still really good, and he has piercing, and he has explosion immunity. So I do not think he's going to overall be meta, although I definitely think he can be used to counter some meta decks, but I don't think that itself makes him the meta. I think that just, he facilitates the counter meta really well, but he is not the counter meta himself. All-Star Battle, I was using him. Pretty decent in All-Star Battle. I think once he gets higher levels, he's going to be cooking characters up, right? You want to hit as many characters on the enemy team as you can. You're trying to keep things away from you. His explosion, the explosion immunity, that piercing is going to lend itself really well for big defensive plays in All-Star Battle, as well as really good offensive plays, because I'm pretty sure in my All-Star Battle video that I uploaded that's like an hour long, I'm pretty sure I had the 10th Angel hitting the enemy leader or the crystals or whatever it was from far enough away that they couldn't hit him. So he's going to be pretty decent in All-Star Battle. I think he's going to be pretty solid and fixed. We're going to have to wait and see with ranked in the next few months where he lands. There's whales that already have him in like level 15, 16, 17, 18, 20. By the time we see some level 30s roll around, I think we're really going to get a good idea of where he will fall in the meta game. But for now, I think he's just a really decent support unit for the sniper deck. He's a pretty good counter meta deck, but he is not the counter meta himself, right? Or I'm sorry, he's useful in a counter meta deck, but he does not, determine the counter meta by himself. He's just there to help facilitate, make a deck even better, but it doesn't really need him. Just if you have him, it is better, but like there are also good options. You know what I'm trying to say? It's like he's not the most important piece of the puzzle, but he's a decent one if you have it. I like him a lot. I'm excited to see where he goes and where players will take him in the coming months. Maybe there'll be a really good card that helps boost him up. Something like a card that, boosts all snipers or something like that and make him really worth it. He's pretty good. You can look at him right on the screen. He's doing decent damage to that Mothra Leo. That Gigan can't even hit him, but that Mothra Leo is pretty powerful, taking him down. So maybe we get the levels on him, and then we see what happens. So before I start repeating myself and rambling, thank you all so much for watching. Stick around tomorrow and on stream and all that for the egg mode gameplay and all the information based around the egg mode, and I will catch you all tomorrow. So see ya.